that you want to.
Yes. Hello. I just want to show this is working. What I'm interested in is from what we discussed before, is to focus on the Shabbat morning prayers.
And where were we up to?
And I thought maybe we could start at the beginning, and then you could just tell me what melodies are used and how the service is organized in terms of who sings at what point.
The beginning of the Shabbat prayers again?
Yeah, well, we could start, if you'd like, where the Chazan starts at Nishmat.
The formal Hazan starts at Nishmat.
Right. But before we do that, I just want to ask you a couple of questions, if I could.
Mm-hmm.
What we talked about before, you said that most of the music for the Syrian community comes from Arabic music. And I know from what Kay has told me, I'm sure what she, of course, learned from you, about the Pismonim and how the music comes from Arabic melodies that are adapted. Is the same true with what happens in the synagogue?
Yes, because most of the melodies that we use and the portions that we sing on Shabbat or Yom Tov in the synagogue are also they're taken from the Pismonim or other Arabic music. But as I've told you before, it's not limited to that. We do use other Western music and things like that, but very small percentage.
Of small percentages from Western music?
Yes.
Okay. Are there, maybe as we go through it, if we can, you can tell me which melodies are also used in Pismonim, and if you remember. We could,
yes. All right. Now, we've gone over the beginning of the special prayers for Shabbat from Hashem Melech onward. So now we're going to reach the Nishmat, right?
Right.
As a rule, we have a Hazan who starts from the Berachot at the beginning, from Berachot al-Shahar. And usually another Hazan takes over when we reach Hashem Melech. And this Hazan is a little more sophisticated than the first one. And then the formal Hazan of the day starts from the Yoser Nishmat Kohai.
So the section which begins with Hashem Melech, that's Pazukah Zumra?
Yes. We generally start, the Shem Melech always has a melody to it on Shabbatot and Yamim Tovim.
And then when the Chazan says that, from what I've seen at that Torah, the congregation responds. And then the Chazan says it again.
Says it again, and he responds. And at times he will say a different melody for each time that he says the Hashem Melech, depending on the Hazan's mood and the sophistication.
Now, what I've seen is that if, say, Chazan Kabaso will do Nishmat, and he would do Hashem Melech, and then somebody else may do Pazukah Zimra.
Yes. Also, we have a custom that even the Zemirot, Pazukah Zimra, many members of the congregation partake. In other words, one will take a portion, one mizmor, and another one will take a mizmor. People who are used to doing it and have some sort of experience in delivering a nice mizmor. And usually the Hazan assigns it either by sign or they'll just bow to you. And
oh, I see. So Hazan
did that take place at the?
I didn't see
that time?
Like Kabaso indicating. I just saw people just doing it. So maybe
he's usually or they're accustomed to it. They know that the same one says it.
Oh, so the same one says that. See,
more or less.
I haven't seen that yet because I don't know everybody.
More or less.
Yeah.
Yes, more. For example, here. Well, I myself generally take start, even when there's a Hazan at the Teba, and he would start with Shem Melech, and very often, if I'm present, I will take over from the Baruch She'amar. Starts, the whole Kahal says it together, until the Beracha.
Right.
So about the middle of the Baruch She'amar, and this portion here. Baruch Ata Hashem Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Ha'ela Barahman. From that now we start and we establish the maqam that we are going to say the zemirot.
I see, from Baruch She'amar.
Yeah, from the middle. The Baruch She'amar, the whole kahal says it, and then when it reaches this beracha, now we establish the maqam that we're going to say the zemirot in.
Okay.
And it is usually not the same maqam that we're going to pray from Nishmat onwards.
Oh, we're not the same. Okay.
In order not to overdo the maqam, to elaborate, to give a chance to the Hazan that's going to start Nishmat to elaborate by himself on that particular maqam.
Now, you had said before that a lot of times you use Siga for that part? Or it could be
Many, no, yeah, most, and the first Zemirot of the Shabbat, they're generally said in Siga, and as I said, it's only because it's easier for the majority to follow.
Okay. That would be B'chad Shachar?
No. Oh, these are the Mizmorim between Hashem Melech and Baruch She'amar.
Okay.
Don't we have special Mizmorim just for Shabbat between Hashem Melech and Baruch She'amar? There are special Mizmorim.
We start on what page? 20. Okay.
Shel Shabbat v'Yom Tov.
Okay.
These, we only say these until Baruch She'amar. We only say these on Shabbatot and Yamim Tovim.
Okay.
And usually, they're just in the habit of saying them all in the Siga.
Okay. Now, Shar Tzion, that might be different, or?
No, they do, about the same. And then, when, as I said, so Baruch She'amar, the whole Kahal rises, and Baruch She'amar, and from this Beracha on, Baruch Ata Hashem Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Barahman, now a Hazan starts establishing the maqam that they're going to say the rest of the Zemirot before the Yoser, which is, Mazmor Shilin Shabbat,
right,
and then the Yehi Chabod and Asher Yesh Bevetecha and the several Haleliyot.
Right. Okay.
Now, the proficient Hazanim, usually, as I say, the Hazan Kabua that's going to say Nishmat is the one that says Hashem Melech. He usually uses the melody of the maqam that he's going to say the Nishmat in. Okay. That introduces to the knowledgeable ones that's going to be the maqam for the day.
Okay.
On the principal part of the tefillah.
Okay. So say the maqam is Nawan for the day.
Nawan. So now he'll say Hashem Melech in Nawan.
Okay. Now, say in 3 weeks in the future, it's Nawand again.
Yes.
Will he use the same melody?
Or a different one, as long as it's Nawand.
Doesn't matter. It's just the fact that it's Nawand.
As long as it's Nawand. As long as it's the maqam. Yeah.
Okay. In reality, like when you pray, would you use the same melody for Nawand?
No, I try to use a different one. Anyways, you always try to give a variety.
Okay.
I mean, this is really also the expertise of the Hazan.
Okay.
For example, say you pray, this Shabbat is, we first started in Rust. Now when Rust comes up again, maybe in 3, 4, 5 weeks,
right,
you try not to use the same melodies that you used this past Shabbat.
Okay. Now the melody for Baruch She'amar, I know that I've heard at Torah.
That's uniform, that's standard.
Everybody uses it.
Yes.
Okay. Now that particular melody will always be the same.
Yes.
It doesn't depend.
Doesn't change. It doesn't have too much of a melody, anyways. It's more or less like the Mizmorim.
Right. It's just like reciting.
Right. Yeah.
Would you mind singing that for me, the Baruch She'amar?
Yeah. Baruch She'amar ve'ya'odam, Baruch hu Baruch Omer ve'oseh, Baruch gozer u'mkayim, Baruch oseh bereshit, Baruch merachem ha'aretz, ברוך מרחם על הבריות, ברוך משלם שכר טוב לרב, ברוך על העד וקיים ונצח, ברוך פודה ומציל, ברוך שמו. Now from here, Baruch Atanawi, this was Bayat. The Maqam, that was Bayat. From here on now, you establish the Maqam that you're going to say the rest of the Zemirot.
Okay, so then the Chazan would continue from Baruch Atah Hashem.
The Hazan or whoever, yes.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry to interrupt you again. What I've also seen at Bet Torah, sometimes they have two Chazanim. One, the two people standing at the Bima. And
it's not usual for that portion of the prayers. Maybe they have, but it's not usual in our synagogue for the portion of the prayers. And very often when it comes to Mizmor Shir Yom Shabbat, if there's somebody that's proficient, he is invited to say it out loud.
Okay.
To sing it. And there it depends on the proficiency of the Hazan, how much he could elaborate on it.
Okay. And in what Maqam would that be in?
Whatever Maqam they're going to, that's the Maqam they're going to establish for the rest of the Zemirot.
Okay.
For example, here, this past Shabbat, felt like singing Nahwand. The Tefillah body of it was Rast. They said the Zemirot before, the other Zemirot, they said them in Sika. As soon as we got to this Beracha in the middle of Baruch She'amar, I started and I switched to Nahwand. And I made the Mizmor Shir Yom Shabbat in Nahwand. And we finished the rest of these Hallelujah in Nahwand until we get to this principal one, which now is sang generally by the general public, also in Nahwand.
And that's always the same too, right?
No,
Okay.
it varies. But there's many tunes that one could use in Nahwand.
Okay.
For example, this Shabbat is Hallelujah, Hallelujah, el-Bekochu, Hallelujah, Barki A'udu, Hallelujah, Beghburotav, Hallelujah, Kerokudlo, Hallelujah, Meteka Shofar, Hallelujah, Benebel Vechinor, Hallelujah, Betovu Mahol, Hallelujah, Bemenim Ve'ongab, Hallelujah, Besel Seleshama, Hallelujah, Besel Seleteruah, Kol HaNeshama Tehallelujah, Tehallelujah, Hallelujah, Kol HaNeshama Tehallelujah, Tehallelujah, Hallelujah. And this is joined by the general public. But you set the pattern, you set the pace for it.
And that's Nahwand?
That's Nahwand.
Yeah, okay. Are there any other melodies you could sing?
Nahwand?
Yeah, for
sure, there's plenty. There's one which we use, and I use it for special occasions, mostly for holidays, only because it's just a little bit more elaborate and somehow. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, el-Bekocho, Hallelujah, Birki A'uzu, Hallelujah, Birburotav, Hallelujah, Kerob Gudlo, Hallelujah, Beteka Shofar, Hallelujah, Benebel Vechinor, Hallelujah, Betofu Mahol, Hallelujah, Bemenim Ve'ogab, Hallelujah, Besel Seleshama, Hallelujah, بسلسلة روعة كل النشامة تهلل يا تهلل يا هاليلويا كل النشامة تهلل يا تهلل يا هاليلويا.
It's also not So between H Moshe Yom HaShabbat and Hallelujah, it's whatever Maqam is established, and everybody else will continue.
Right, that Maqam.
In that Maqam.
And it's either the Hazzan himself, but generally in most of our synagogues, it's portioned. Different individuals take part in it, and each one says a mizmor.
Now, what in that type of singing, there's like not a particular melody from what I noticed. It's more.
It's ad-libbed. It's spontaneous.
Okay.
So the ones that are more expert, they even vary the maqam and the sana, but eventually they have to come back to the same theme.
Okay.
Same theme. And the others, they just try to hold to that maqam, that melody, to stick to it. Then when we reach the Baruch Adonai L'Olam Amen and by Baruch David, then they go to Siga.
Okay.
Again, that's more or less general,
right.
But it can vary. I mean, I use very often Hajaz in the portion of Vaybarech, from Siga to Hajaz, and then we close generally in Siga, because then, when you come to the last part before the Hazzan starts, Yosha, Adonai Beyomahu, this is part of Hashem, this has a Ta'amim,
right.
And the Ta'amim are Siga,
okay.
of the Torah.
Right.
Ta'amim of the Torah are Siga.
Right.
So now and then they just follow the ta'amim in your phone. You'll notice that in the Siddur, the Yosha has the ta'amim over it.
Yeah, I noticed that. Would you mind singing that for me?
Which one?
From right there. Yoshev Adasham, Vayom Hahu.
Yosha. Vayosha Adonai Vayom Hahu et Yisrael miad Mitzrayim. ويا إسرائيل نصرايم ميت عن صفات أيام ويا إسرائيل اتهيأ الجدولا أشير عصا أضنا بمصرايم ويرئوا عامت أضنا يا أمين بأضناي وبمشي عبدو אז ישיר משה ובני ישראל את השירה הזאת לאדוני ויאמרו לאמור השיר על אדוני כי גאו גאה סוס ורוכבו רמה בים עוזי מזמורת יה ויהי לשמוע זה לי ואנבהו אלוהי אבי וארום ממנו אדוני איש מלחמה אדוני שמו מרכבות פרעו וחילו ירה בים ומבחר שלישיו טובעו בים סוף תהומות יחסיומו ירדו מסודות כמו אבן ימינך אדוני נقدרים הכוח ימינך אדוני תרעס אויב ורוב גאונך תהרוס כמך תשלח חרונך יאכל מוקקש ורוח אפיך נערמו מים נסבו חמוני נוזלים קפאו תהומות בנביהם אמר אויב ארדוף השיח חלק שלל תמלאמו נפשי עריק חרבי דורי שמו ידי نشفت بروحך אל תסמוים צהלים וכעופרת במים אדירים מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נעדר בקודש נורת עילות עוספינים נטית ימינך תבלעים וארץ נחית בחסדך עמזוק אתה ניהלת בעוזך הנה בקודשך شامع عمي مركز حيل حاس يوشي بلاشت أذنب هلو ألو فيدهم إلي مؤاب حزم رعد نمو كل يوشي بخنعان تبول عليهم إماتة وفحات بغضون زرعخا يدمو كابين عدي عبور عمي خاضوناي عدي عبور عمزو قنيتا تبيمو بتطعيمو بيهان حالاتخا مخون نشبتخا فعلت أدوناي مكداش أدوناي كونينو يديخا أدوناي يملوخ לעולם ועד أدوناي يملوخ לעולם ועד أدوناي ملכותך قائم לעולם ולעד מעלמיה כי מה סוס פרעה ברחבו ופרשה ובים וישב אדוני עליהם את מי הים ובני ישראל הלכו ביבשה בתוך הים. I'm glad my head to this. He's been asking me for 5 years to record Qira'at Torah for him. I just never get a chance.
Oh, who asked you?
My head.
Oh, maybe I can give him a copy of this. Yeah. Very good. Thank
And see, and this is where the Hazzan now takes over. When the Hazzan
Right.
Kabahi takes over from here, and he sets his own melody now. He's going to sing Rast. He's got to do it in Rast or whatever Maqam Bayat, whatever Maqam he's going to say. Is this on?
So, yeah.
Well, now you notice that I made a variation on some of the Tahamim. For example, I did not make every Azla Gerish the same.
Right.
One Azla Gerish I used, which is the normal is the Sika. But this is, you have to understand, this is an elaborate way of doing the Tahamim, because the Tahamim plain, they're just standard, uniform. And I know none of the Azla Gerish, I put a little touch of Saba into it. But I end in Sika. Another one I put in Bayat. But I end in Sika. But this is up to the proficiency of the Hazzan that's reading.
Okay. Which Ta'amim were that you said you varied?
This is Azla Gerish, the high notes.
Oh, Kamavi Atzlan. Yeah.
Yeah, we call it Azla Gerish.
Okay.
The high notes. The high notes,
Right.
we make a vary. And then also, if this is Zakef Katon, what do you call this doing?
Yeah, we call it Zakef Katon.
Oh, the Zakef Katon, there's also different ways of presenting it in order not to make the reading of the Torah monotonous. But then again, that's not every Hazzan does it. I mean,
Right.
over here, just, beautiful. It becomes very monotonous. A proficient Hazzan will give variation to give it beauty and interest.
Okay. Very good.
But that's, again, that's up to the Hazzan that's up there.
Okay. So right when the Chazan starts with
Kilo Adonai Melocha.
Kilo Malcha, he's going to be in the Maqam that he said earlier from Syrian
So it's just,
Hazzanut.
now, so I say now I'm going to say the Bayat. So let's see. Kilo Adonai Melocha Moshel Begoyim ועלו מושים בהר ציון לשפוט את ארצה והיית לאדוני מלוכה והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
That was
Bayat.
Bayat. Okay.
נשמת כל חי תברך את שמך אדוני אלוהינו ורוח כל בשר תפאר ותרומם זכרך מלכנו תמיד מן העולם ועד העולם That finishes the standard melody. Then I elaborate. ومبلعدك إلا ملك المشيع بضي ومصير عليهم رحم بكل عيد صعرا بسكا إلا ملك عزيف سمير إلا Most often they respond to these last two words. I deliver it to them, and it's a closing, the kahal response, so they take part. And I repeat, إلا إلهي הראשונים האחרונים, אלוהו הכל בריות, אדון כל תולדות. המהולל בכל התשבחות, המנהג עולמו בחסד ובריאותה ברחמים. ואדוני אלוהים אמת לא ינום ולא יישן, מעורר ישנים במרקיס נרדמים, מחיה מתים ורופא חולים, פוקע עברים וזוקף כפופים, המסיע אלמים במפענח נעלמים ולך לבדך אנחנו מודים אנחנו מודים. And so on.
Now, you said the standard part, which ended with the Adolam Ata'el.
Usually that's the first thing. You'll find that has two dots. It's the end of the pasuk, anyways, right. Or an end of an expression.
Okay.
So these are more or less uniform. They're standard.
So then, when you begin after that, when you said that you just continue, you usually do it a little quicker.
Depends on my mood.
Okay.
It depends on the hemiga.
Okay.
See, until we get to this Shabbat Aniyim. Then Shabbat Aniyim is a standard for everybody to join.
Okay.
Now, in Bayan. Shabbat Aniyim Atta Tishma Saqat Haddal Taqshib Betushia Vechatu Barannenu صديقين بعضنا لا يشارم نبات الله بفي شارم تترمم صفت صديقين تتبارك ولشون حسيدين تتقدش بقرب قدوشين تتهلل במקלותי במותם מחם ישראל שכן חובת כל יושבים לפניך. Continue.
Okay.
And then this has also again Adon El Haudaot.
Right. Okay. Now, are any of those melodies that you sung? I like this last one with Shivat Naim. Does that come from a pismon?
Yeah, it comes from an Arabic song as well as and also a pismon from both.
Do you remember which pismonim it may come from?
Yeah, I'll have to look at it in the...
We could do it maybe another time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the song is it's an Arabic song. Baruchum ya baruchum, It's an Arabic song, and there is also a pizmon for it. And then when we finish it, again, now this is said jointly by the whole kahal.
Okay.
And then this fixed melody again, the fixed part rather, with given a melody, also sung by the whole kahal. El haodaot adon hanifnaot borekol haneshamot ribbon kol hamasim ha-bohir be-shir zimra melech el-hay ha-olamim amin. Then the Hassan says the Kaddish solo, of course. There's melody, whatever he picks, and it has to be in the same maqam, and there's any number of variations, and so on.
Okay. Would you mind doing a Kaddish?
Kaddish?
I guess then we're in the same maqam.
يتجدل يتقدش بعلمادي براخيروتي ويمليخ ملخوتي وياس محبور قني بقرم مشيحي بحيخون يوم يخون وبحي دخول بيت إسرائيل بعغلا وبزمان قريب وعمره أمين. And the balance, the rest is ad-lib, whatever I feel like saying. يشمي ربهم يبرخ لعلام العلم علميا يتبرخ ويشطبح ويطهر ويترمم ويتنسى ويتضار ويتعلم يتلل شبك شبريخه تعين من كل الخطا شراطات بحتى من حمتها يامرا بعلم بمرو امين بارخو اتعمنا يا مبراخ بارخ أضنا يا مبراخ لعلم فعيد. This bayat, and I did this kaddish, it's also a maqam bayat, but it has a little extra flavor. It's called bayat shuri, just a little different odd bayat, which is quite rare as a maqam. Excuse me.
Sure. Good to
So this is the port. Then the next, the Kaddish is finished. They go into the Yoser, and there's two other portions that they sing, the joint Kahal, and this El Adon, the end of the El Adon, Semahim Besatam.
Right. And why do you start there? Is there any reason why?
No, just tradition. Just tradition. I guess it starts with Kitob, Semahim.
Yeah.
But there's no reason for it. No, it's just at closing the portion. I guess it makes it interesting for the kahal to partake in the services, and they enjoy letting off. We try to instruct our hazanim to select portions that the kahal is familiar with, so that they could all sing together. This other semahim they sing, and then and the last one is Min Masraim, and the last portion before the Hamidah, before the Shemana Aseh. Min Masraim bi Altano.
Right. Yeah. Would you like to sing?
And semahim is this, and then you have the whole set then, huh?
Right.
سمحين بسطام ساسيم بمؤان عاصم بعما رسون كونهم بئر وخبود نوت نیم لشمو صلاة رنا لذكر من خطو قارا للشمش ويزرحور رابط كين صورة لبنا شبح نوت نملو كل صبا معروف تفقرت وخدلا سرافي محيوته وفن يقودش. Then he continues with the prayers.
This is all Bayat.
Yes. Usually, I recommend that from this portion on, if they want to now give a variation of Maqamat, they should do it over here.
Okay.
Because they are through now with the portions that they're going to give over to the Kahal to sing in the same Maqam, in the Bayat. And here they can elaborate, and generally, as I say, a proficient Hazan will now go over to a different Maqam according to his mood, to what he likes, providing that in most cases, maybe by the end of one or two of these portions, he comes back to the same Maqam. And then in Habat Ulam, Ahavtanu, the last portion before Kriyat Shema, they managed to touch a little Ansiga, because now they're going to Kriyat Shema as part of the Torah. That's only sung in Siga, in the regular Ta'amim that it has in the Torah. So here they can vary and go to different Maqam and come back, so long as they come back to the same Bayat. And even if they vary here, they touch on Siga, they close the portion in Bayat, anyways, in the same Maqam that we've been praying before.
Right.
And then Kriyat Shema. Kriyat Shema, some Hazani do it themselves while under Taba, others will let somebody else do it. It's up to the Hazan and up to... Okay. And as I said...
Is there anything else before him when one says Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh? There's no...
No. Only some congregations have another proficient person who can sing well. The Hazan finished Manu Wahartam Kul Am Lashon. He will say Bekarabtanu Malkenu Melori Yesway Bekarabtanu Malkenu Lishmcha Hagadol Be'ahava Lehadot Laqul Lehaytka Le'ir'aw Lehaba Et Shimcha. He does not say the Beracha to the Hazan, and in a more melodious way, in the same maqam that they the prayers have been said. But it's not used all over.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember them doing that at the Torah.
They probably didn't do it. We don't do it here either. We do it in Deal, New Jersey. But it's not done all over.
Okay.
And then they say Kriyat Shema and Siga. But up until Anarachem, then as soon as you're going to start he comes back to the same maqam that he was before.
Okay.
Another part of the prayer is. And they remember they say a melody. This is the whole kahal.
Right. Yes.
من مصرايم جئلتانو أضونعي إلهينو مبت عبادم بديتانو كل بخوري هم هركتا قرخ يسرى الجألت بهم سفلا هم بقعت بزيديم تبعتا فيديديم عبروا يام بيخسوا ما يمصرهم إحد مهم لونو ترعل زوج بيحوا وبيم ويروب ممولاي. And let's finish it. And then the last melody I say is the Kedushah.
Right.
Which the Hazan starts with, and of course the whole Kahal joins in it. And that's the last portion which is sung for the rest of the Shahrit. Naqdishach شلشيم ليخا قدوشا وخن كتب على اليد نبيخ وقرا زلزم أمار كتبوش. This they elaborate as they wish. And they finish the rest of the Kedushah also spontaneous, the way he feels like. But this is this is the composed portion that the whole Kahal sings together.
Okay.
And that's it. Of course, we make what you call Ducha and Kohanim. We make Birchat Kohanim every prayer, every Shaharit.
Right.
And then I've seen it once or twice by the Ashkenazim, where you have to. The Hazan says the word and the Kohanim repeat it. And here also they are usually in the same ma'am that is praying the tefillah, or he can make many variations there because each word is stretched out quite a bit. I mean, they make a real song out of it. And he can go to any variation that he wants. He can change 2, 3 maqamat, but he has to come back and close in the same maqam of the salah. He starts with the same maqam of the prayers, and then he varies according to his technique and to how nice he could make it and how elaborate. Then providing that at the end, when he plays the last word, when he's going to say shalom, and it's got to close in the same maqam bayat that he has the prayers, and he finishes the Shemona Esrei in that same maqam. Then the last Kaddish.
So there's no particular melody that's
standard? No, there's no standard Nusuf Kohanim, no. That's one of the portions where the Hazan elaborates quite a bit because, as I say, each word is stretched out and really made something beautiful out of.
Oh, yes.
You must have heard it there.
Oh, yeah, many times, of course.
And
And
Yehezkel, he elaborates on it quite a bit. Right.
Very much.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things that I wanted to ask you was, I noticed that he never says Yivarechecha. He always
No, we
starts
don't.
with Hashem.
The only time we say Yivarechecha is when there's only one. There's no other Kohen but one.
And do you know why that is?
That's our custom.
That's
That we don't. He just say Kohanim. He announces Kohanim, the Kohanim Bechavot, and the Kohan starts the first word. The Kohanim, that is, they start the first word Yivarechecha. We have our minhag also. If there's only just one Kohen, he cannot start until the Hazan tells him Emor, and then he starts.
Okay.
And then the Kaddish that Kabbalah said plain.
Okay. So that's within the Maqam, or?
Yeah, they have to wind up with the same. They have to close the Maqam. He's not going to go to a different Maqam, no. But I mean, it said without a melody. They don't make a song out of it.
Okay.
Just like the other Kaddish. The only Kaddish that's made a melody, a song out of it, is the one, the Kaddish before Yosef.
Okay.
So
Alright, so that's good. That gives me a good idea in terms of
yes.
which melodies are sung by the congregation.
And then after that, you have Hosa'at Sefer Torah Shabbat.
Do you want to go through some of those melodies? Those are usually standard melodies, right?
This is standard, yes. It's standard, there's not too much of a melody. אתה הורית לדעת כי אדוני הוא האלוהים אין עוד מלבדו אין כמוך באלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך